Hello booktube! It is currently Wednesday, April 15th, and it is so gloomy outside, as is appropriate of spring weather, I suppose. It's rainy, and so I thought I would throw on some bright colors and film my Spring TBR. And these are books that are at the top of my TBR list to be read in the next several months as spring rolls into summer. And in no particular order, let's get started. First, I want to start with books that I am currently reading. And first up, I have to show you our, let's see, this is Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. And this is the very first book in the Mistborn trilogy. I'm in the middle of it right now. Not that far into it, just maybe like 30 pages or so. And I am enjoying it. It hasn't caught me yet. I'm not captured, but I do think that the story is very, very interesting and I am enjoying it. So I definitely want to finish up this one so I can move on to the next. I think it will grab me because I'm starting to get intrigued. After that one, I have two books from the Forever Young Book Club. And here I have our February and March picks. I'm really behind on this, you guys. I am ashamed. This is my book club and I'm behind. But if you haven't heard of it, I will put a link in this video and in the description box to our kind of promo video for the book club. It is a children's lit book club, and every month we have a different pick based on a different theme. And February's pick was based off of the winner for the Coretta Scott King Award, and in honor of Black History Month, and that pick was One Crazy Summer by Rita Williams Garcia. I'm almost done with this, so I really just need to sit down and find the next 30 minutes to finish this up. It's really good, you guys. I love this one. I'm really enjoying it. It's about these three sisters who visit Oakland, California, and they're visiting their mother, who they haven't seen in years. She abandoned them. They're originally from New York, where they live with their father and grandmother in Brooklyn, I believe. And so they're visiting Oakland, and they haven't seen their mother in years. So this is very much about relationships between mothers and daughters. And it's also in the middle of kind of when the civil rights movement was really heating up in that part of the country at this time. You have the Black Panthers and all sorts of things going on, and their mother is kind of involved with that. So this is really good. I recommend this. Now the March pick for the book club is The Caning Season, and this one is by Polly Horvath. Guys, I haven't started this yet. So I need to read this, and I do want to. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on, but I need to get to this. And it's halfway through April, but our April pick is The Phantom Tollbooth. The Phantom Tollbooth. That is what we are reading in April. So clearly I need to read these two so I can start that. I haven't even bought The Phantom Tollbooth yet, but it is coming. I found it on the book outlet, and I have two orders from the book outlet on their way. And hopefully they'll get here either the end of this week or early next week. So I'm sure I'll show you guys when they get here. Camera stopped recording again. Sorry about that. Next up, I have The Glass Castle by Jeannette Walls, and I picked this up about 2 weeks ago at Barnes & Noble. I saw it on sale and I snatched it because I have been wanting to read this for ages. And this is a memoir about Jeannette Walls' childhood, I suppose. And just a little snippet on the back, it says, "The Glass Castle is a remarkable memoir of resilience and redemption, and a revelatory look into a family at once deeply dysfunctional and uniquely vibrant." So I just cannot wait to get to this. I've heard amazing things about this. I love memoirs, and I especially love memoirs focused around family dynamics and childhood. So I can't wait. After that, I have the highly anticipated and came very well recommended to me, The Language of Flowers by Vanessa Diffenbog. And this was recommended to me by my friend Brie May here on BookTube. And this is about a young girl who has just been released from the foster care system. She is now 18 and she has been emancipated, and she is now an adult and out into the world. So when we meet her, that is where she is in her life. And then we also get flashbacks to a traumatic event that occurred in one of her foster care homes. It's a little bit of a mystery because from what I understand, as the book goes along, we get flashbacks into what may have happened in this foster home that kind of shaped her and changed her. Also, I know that she has a lot of issues, as many people would, growing up in the foster care system and dealing with all kinds of horrific experiences. So I am very excited to get to this. Bree had nothing but amazing things to say about this, so I can't wait to read it for myself. And after that, I have another book that I picked up last Thursday at Barnes & Noble, and that is Fire and Flood by Victoria Scott. And this is a dystopian-esque novel about a young girl who enters into a race of sorts to win the cure for her dying brother. And it has lots of action and danger, and it's very fast-paced. And she kind of has to go head-to-head with all these other competitors who are also trying to win the cure for their loved ones. So I cannot wait. I've heard really good things about this. It has kind of that Hunger Games vibe to it, and I adore the Hunger Games. So I'm excited to finally get to this one. After that, I have another highly anticipated read for me, and that is Andy Weir's The Martian. And I have been staring at this, you guys. I got this last month in March, and I just keep staring at it because I want to read it so badly, and I don't know what's holding me back. But I'm definitely going to force myself to do it because I want to so badly. And this is about a guy who gets stuck on Mars. Yes, Mars, you guys. And from what I understand, he and his crew go on a mission to Mars, and something happens and he gets left behind and they leave. And so this is a survival story because obviously the chances of death are extremely high being stuck on a planet that is technically not even inhabitable. And so he kind of goes through this whole journey of trying to survive on this planet and having to find sustenance and shelter and all these other things. Oh my god, it sounds so good, you guys. I can't wait to read this. I've heard that there's tons of humor as well in here, which is so nice. And I also am not that familiar with the science fiction genre, so I think this is a really great place for me to get started. Can't wait. And next up I have Purple Hibiscus by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. I have been wanting to read this forever. I actually have something exciting coming up, including Adichie and her works, so stay tuned for my announcement next week. Just a little teaser there for you. But I'm really looking forward to getting started on her novels, and I think this is where I want to start. Oh, I didn't tell you what this was about. Okay, so this is about a young girl and her family in Nigeria. She is 15 years old. She has a young brother, and their family dynamic is very explosive. She has a deeply and almost dangerously religious father who kind of rules them all with an iron fist and with the hypocritical kind of tenets of Christianity. I think it's Christianity. Wow, I said hypocritical. Oof. Well, I guess what I'm trying to say is that he uses the religion to control his family, and he himself may not be all that holy, you know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. I'm not trying to... Whew. Okay, let's just skip over that landmine. So basically, she and her brother go to spend the summer with her aunt, who is not that strict, and she is very free, and they become free, and their minds are exposed to different things and new ideas and thoughts and experiences, and then they have to go home and try to kind of make peace with that, as nothing in their home life has changed. So I believe some kind of traumatic or explosive event occurs. So yeah, that's this one. And next up I have Entwined by Heather Dixon, and I really want to read this one so badly. I've heard some mixed things. Some people have enjoyed it, some people not so much. And this is a fairy tale retelling of the 12 Dancing Princesses. I don't know the specifics of the plot. I've kind of glanced vaguely at the little description on the back, but I don't really want to know too much. I think that there's a mysterious element to this one, and I kind of want to go into it pretty blind. So I will definitely let you guys know my opinion on this one. After that is another Adichie novel, and that is Americana. Now, this one is probably on my tippy top of the list for Adichie novels that I want to get to, and I will. After I read Purple Hibiscus, I will move on to this most likely. I don't have Half of a Yellow Sun. I may purchase that one and start there. I'm not sure. Americana, I vaguely know the premise, but I don't want to. I just want to go into this blind. So I'm sorry, you guys. I'm not going to really go too much into what this one is about. I will link the Goodreads pages to all of these novels down below. So if you want to go read the synopsis, you are more than welcome to. Next up, I have The Winner's Curse by, I can never say this girl's name. I feel like she needs to make a video and help us out with her pronunciation of her name. Marie Ratowski, Marie Ratowski, and the sequel is already out, and I've heard nothing but amazing things about this. So one of my favorite booktubers, Thoughts on Tomes, absolutely adores this book. So I trust her opinion on almost everything. So I want to read this and then get the sequel, and you know how it is. Get on that train, choo choo. And next I have To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han. And this just seems very springy, summery read type situation to me. This seems to be about a young girl who writes love letters to all the boys that she has a crush on. And these letters one day get sent out. She usually writes them and keeps them in this box, you know, kind of secret-like. And then one day they all get sent out and it's all exposed. But I've also heard that this is not just about a young girl crushing on all these boys, which thank the Lord. It's also really a family drama and has to do with familiar relationships and just all that great stuff that I wish there was more of in young adult fiction, y'all. I'm just gonna be honest. All right, and after that I have Sarafina by Rachel Hartman, and honestly I'm probably gonna crack this open at some point today. I was gonna start it a few days ago, but I was so busy. I fell into a Kristen Ashley reading hole, and I will go into that in a whole nother video because for the past almost 2 months now, all I've been reading are Kristen Ashley novels, okay? And I'm definitely gonna talk about that in another video. I'm gonna do a wrap up all about that, but I'm going to use this novel to kind of pull me out of that black hole of Kristen Ashley. Love her, but it's time to move on. So yeah, I'm excited. And after that, I have This Shattered World by Amie Kaufman and Megan Spooner. And this is the sequel to These Broken Stars, which I read in February and adored. So I definitely want to keep on with the keeping on. And this series is like more of a companion series. This novel follows 2 different characters from that hot mess of a ship explosion that went down in the first book. That's not a spoiler, by the way. Everyone knows that. You can get that by just reading the dust jacket, okay? So yeah, I'm excited. And how amazing is this cover? I can't get over the covers for these books. Oh, and kind of match. Hey, okay. Next I have The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon, and I feel like everyone and their mom has read this, and the sequel's out, and I need to get on it. This is another book that I don't know anything about, and I refuse to read the dust jacket. I'm not gonna do it, okay? I'm just gonna read it. I like it like that. I just want to go into it kind of blind. Ooh, please don't fall. Oh my God. Then I have one of the books that I have just been holding on to, and I don't know exactly when I'm going to get to it, but it's definitely going to be soon, as in within this season. And I don't know, oh my gosh. All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr. I picked this up 2 weeks ago at Barnes & Noble, and I feel like I have been building up the hype for myself for this book so high, just because I have a gut feeling that this is going to be one of my favorite reads of 2015, and I just want to hold off because because if I get started, then it'll be almost over, and then when it's over, I won't be able to look forward to reading it anymore. So, oh my God, I can't wait to read this. And honestly, I'm not going to go into a synopsis for it. I'll put the link down below for y'all. And last but not least, I have Landline by Rainbow Rowell, and this would be my third Rainbow Rowell novel to read. I read Eleanor and Park and Fangirl, and now I want to move on to this, and lastly I will probably read Attachments in the summer. But yes, Landline, and this is about a troubled marriage. Then I guess they go their separate ways for the holidays, and the wife goes back to her childhood home. She picks up the phone to dial her estranged husband, and instead of getting him, she gets him from 10 years ago, before they even got married. And so there's a little bit of magical realism in this. And I'm so excited because I have adored everything that Rainbow Rowell has written. So I have no doubts that I will love this. And there you have it. That's it. Those are the 17 novels that I am highly anticipating and are the very top of my TBR list for spring. And by spring, I mean the rest of April, so the last 2 weeks of April, all of May, and the first couple weeks of June until the official start of summer. So yeah, I have quite a bit of time to read all these, and I know that I can definitely read most of these by then, if not all of them. I do have a few other books that I'm thinking of that I ordered that I'm waiting on that may or may not replace some of these. Just, you know, it depends on my mood. It depends on my mood. And I will definitely be giving wrap-ups for all these reads. So you will know how I feel about all of this, okay? It's a pretty impressive pile. And it's also just really pretty. So that's it for my video today, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and give this video a thumbs up because that really does help me out. And my name is ALLLL, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye guys.